Hey everybody, Justin Sardi here. I just wanted to make this quick video and talk a little bit about email marketing and basically go over, why is email marketing so great and talk a little bit about why you need to be using email marketing in either your business or offering email marketing as a service to your clients. Now, we'll get into exactly why in a minute here, but just know that email marketing is extremely powerful. So, first things first, we're going to talk a little bit about what email marketing is, why you should be using email marketing, the different tools of the trade, the key components of an email, and then we'll talk a little bit about measuring your performance. So, what exactly is email marketing? Well, email marketing is a permission-based means of communication that entails sending one message to many people. This can be done through the use of an email service provider such as Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, SendReach, as well as some other self-hosted options. But personally, my favorite's GetResponse. That's what I use. But I have used some of the other ones, and essentially they all kind of do the same thing. They host your email list and allow you to broadcast to multiple people at the same time. Now, why email marketing? There are more than 3.2 billion email accounts today. That's a ton. And 95% of online consumers use email, and 91% check their email at least once a day. Now, this is a great way to get in front of people, obviously. Now, a recent statistic I read was for every dollar spent on email marketing, $44.25 is the average return on their investment. And that's from Exact Target. You can look that up. That's insane. That's a great return on investment right there. Another reason that email marketing is so great is because it provides detailed analytics. You send out an email, you can see exactly how many opens you've had, you can track your clicking, or the click-through rate, and you can see exactly how that particular email was performing and what exactly it did for your business. And also, email marketing can easily be integrated into any business, and it has a very low cost and almost no barrier to entry. So if you want to get started with email marketing, first things you're going to need are a business email address, an email service provider, or an autoresponder such as GetResponse. A way to build your list, you're going to need some kind of lead magnet or an opt-in box, somewhere where people can be added to your list, because you can't just add emails to it, that's spam. Then you're also going to need relevant content based on whatever your email list is about. So if somebody were to opt into your list and wanted information about video marketing, then you would need relevant content about video marketing. You wouldn't want to send them a bunch of info about horse racing. All right, so here's basically how email marketing works. And most of you are probably familiar with this, so we'll make it quick. But first things first, a user signs up for your list. There are numerous reasons they'll sign up. It could be because they've purchased one of your products. It might be a contest that you're running or some kind of giveaway. It could be just a lead magnet that you're offering, a free report, or something along those lines. So they sign up for your list. They are then sent to a thank you page saying, hey, thank you for signing up. It's very important to thank them for signing up because you did just get their email address and now you're able to contact them, so always thank them. Then you deliver the lead magnet to them, and this can either be through a thank you page or through another email. And then next thing, they just receive your emails whenever you send them out, whether they're promotional or content. Now, some of the key components of an email are obviously the headline, because without a headline, nobody's going to know what your email is about, and most people won't open it. You're going to need a from name and email. So mine all come from Justin Sardi at justin@risingideas.com. Then you're going to need the content, which is the body of your email. And then also, it's very important to put copywriting in your emails if you're trying to sell anything. And you're also going to need a call to action. So let's go ahead and dive into all of those real quick. First things first is the headline. You can see right there, Freddie Starr ate my hamster. It might be something that somebody wants to read. So basically, the headline is going to get your reader to open your email. If they don't open your email, they're not going to get any of your information, and it's essentially fallen on deaf ears. So, like I said, the headline gets the attention and gets your reader to open your email. Now, with the headline, the key information should come first. Uh, you know, you should put the very first, the most important thing very first, and that hopefully helps people open it or gets them to want to open it. You want to keep it unique, compelling, engaging, and actionable. The more you can do those things, the more you're going to stand out, and especially actionable. If you can get people to open, like I said, and take that action, then you actually can reach them with your message. So essentially, a weak headline is going to render your email invisible, and people will just read right over it. Then there's the from, name, and email. This should be easy to recognize. Like I said, mine comes from Justin Sardi. That's me. I don't really want to send it from anybody else because it's me. You can use your name or a company name, but it's important that you use a real email, right? And the reason being is people can actually reply to your email, and you should definitely make sure that your subscribers can reply and reach you. That does a few things. It actually helps with your deliverability because it seems like you're having a natural conversation to these email service providers, and you'll be able to reach more people. And it also, lets your subscribers know that you're a real person and actually be able to interact with you, which is great. And you're not going to want to change that from, name, and email because people would get confused, really. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to get marked as spam. That looks bad and also affects your deliverability. Then we'll talk a little bit about the content of your email. You should definitely keep that content relevant, and you don't want to jam-pack your email with a ton of content. You don't want to have a book in your email, right? If you do have a really long message, it might be better to put that on a blog post or somewhere online and just tell the reader, hey, here's basically what it's about. Click here to read more, because it's just too much to put too much content right in front of them in all that email. And as far as keeping it relevant, like I mentioned earlier, you need to keep it relevant to whatever topic the people on your email list are interested in. It's also important to stick to one objective per email, unless you're sending out, maybe a monthly newsletter with a couple of different little blog posts or something along those lines. It really helps if you stick to one objective, especially when you are trying to sell something or you're doing marketing. If you can, one objective, one focus on that particular email, and that will kind of drive home the whole purpose of your email. If you just stick to one objective, you won't lose people as much. You should also offer something of value in all of your emails. This could just be, a little piece of content, some tips, tricks, but you definitely want to offer some value and not just promotion, 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 because otherwise people won't stay on your list. And you really want to get the list to know, like, and trust you. If you can be personable with your content, don't go, copy and paste everything from wherever you find it online. Be yourself, and people will get to know, like, and trust you. Now, as far as the email copy goes, this is extremely important because good words get good results. Now, you're going to want to make it easy to read your emails, right? And a lot of this has to do with the way you format it. And you want to format it in a way that the reader can scan through it. Throw your link in your emails a couple of times, and definitely use bullet points if you can to kind of sum up sections. A lot of people will skim when they're reading emails, so if you just have it broken into easy to read sections, one sentence per line usually works really well. Your reader will be able to flow through the email better as opposed to giant chunks in paragraphs. It's just, people don't read emails that way, really. Bold important things. So if you have anything really important that you want to get across, go ahead and bold that. It stands out And once again, that helps you format it in a way that the reader can scan through it, get your important things, and then take the action you want them to take. And definitely avoid italics, right? They just, for some reason, I've read a few studies, and italics in emails are not a good thing. They're a little harder to read, and if you want to get your point across, bold it. Don't use italics. Now, the call to action. You cannot overlook your call to action. Your emails should have a point, right? And you're going to want to get the reader to take action, whether that is, go visit this website, or click here, or come into our store, come in for lunch, redeem your coupon. Whatever that's going to be, you need to have a clear call to action. If you want your readers to take action, you have to tell them to take action. So something like a click here now to learn more is really great, and you can hyperlink that text in these emails. And once again, that all goes back to how you can track all of your email analytics, which we'll jump into in the next slide actually. But if you throw something like click here, your email service provider will track how many clicks you're sending, and you can see how effective that email would be. Now, when it comes to measuring your performance, really great thing about these email service providers is they will show you all of your statistics. So you can see everything from how many emails were sent total, how many people opened it, how many people clicked it, unsubscribes, how many bounced. And bouncing is just when somebody's either given you a fake email address, or their inbox is full, or for some reason it didn't make it to them. So you can get all of these analytics from within your email service provider, and like I said, see exactly how effective each of your campaigns are going to be. Now, probably the most, one of the most beneficial things about having an email service provider is being able to use what's called an autoresponder. Now, essentially, what an autoresponder allows you to do is automate all of your emails. So when somebody signs up to your email list, they can automatically get a welcome email or something along those lines, right? So they sign up for your list. Automatically, your email service provider, if you have an autoresponder set up, will send out, hey, thanks for opting in, and by the way, here's your lead magnet that you requested. Here's your free report, or your video, or whatever. So you can send that out, and then the next day you can send them some more related content, and the next day more related content, eventually leading up to your sale or whatever the point of your marketing emails are. This works really, really well because you don't have to go in and individually send an email to somebody every time they jump on your list, or every time a new prospect gets on your list. So like I said, these autoresponders are extremely powerful. They're really awesome. And I'm actually going to make another video after this one that shows a little bit more about autoresponders, exactly how to set those up and why they're so powerful, and exactly how everything works. I'll jump into all the techie stuff and the logistics. So right after this video, you'll have a chance to check that out if you want as well. Now, a few things before I wrap this video up is that once you get your list built, it's going to take some time to really dial it in. You're going to need to test and tweak, see what kind of, like how you write in emails, kind of develop your email writing style, learn what headlines are working, what your list responds to. But the great thing is you have those email analytics to, figure out what's working, what's not. And over time, you will get a really good idea of, the best ways to promote or market, or what the best content to send out is, all that good stuff. And it's important to test, and just continue testing and make adjustments. These things take time to learn, and, although it is pretty simple to get all this up and running, really being effective with your email marketing campaigns can take some time. And segmenting is extremely important. It really helps if you have a couple different lists. Well, maybe not at first, but once you if you have multiple topics you're going to be talking about, you're going to want to keep those lists in separate segments, if you will. And those are essentially just different lists for different things. So, if you have a monthly newsletter and certain people only want that once a month newsletter, they could be on one list. But then if you have, a weekly newsletter and certain people want weekly updates, then maybe those would be two separate lists. Or I don't know, there's, say you have a list interested in video marketing and a list interested in Facebook advertising. You would not want to send them the same content because, they didn't opt into a list for that kind of information. So what you're going to want to do is segment, and, that really helps you keep everything relevant for all of these segments that you're going to have, or the different people on your email list. Now, if you're only going to be talking about one subject, maybe you don't need to segment your list. But as you continue to build lists and go on with this, it's going to really help when you segment things. This also is important for if you have clients and you're running their email marketing through your email service provider. That's when segmenting would be very important, because you're not going to be sending your content out to your client's email list, right? So if one angle doesn't work with an email, so once you get your email list all built up and you're starting to market to that email list, if one angle you're taking doesn't work, rethink how you're positioning that offer or whatever you are mailing out, and the next day send a different kind of email. So change up the way you word things and maybe put a different spin on it. Once you kind of start doing those things, you'll really see what's working and what's not, and be able to adjust accordingly and really get that ROI that I talked about in the beginning. So, wrapping this up, and this is my last point here, is definitely check your stats. So, if you're not checking your stats, then you're not really going to know how things are performing, and it's not going to, you're not going to learn, you're not going to grow, and you're not going to get better at email marketing. So, it's just something to keep in mind. Hopefully this short video was informative, and, I definitely recommend getting into email marketing for yourself or for your clients. And if you want to know a little bit more about exactly how to set up those autoresponders that I was talking about, just go ahead and either click the link below this video and you can check out the next video, or click the link that's going to be right over this annotation that's right over this video, and you can check out the whole autoresponder angle. So that about wraps up this video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.